Hi, BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. So Google is busy rolling out their next version of the Chrome web browser for desktop, version 115. Now, this is not rolling out to all users as yet, including myself. And this is the early stable version, version 115, which is our next release. We can expect to see rolling out sometime next week officially to the general public. So early stable rolls out a week before it rolls out to the public. So next week, Wednesday, I would suggest that we could start seeing version 115 rolling out officially. Now, just a quick recap on the early stable. It's available for a small percentage of users, with the majority of people getting the release, as mentioned, the next week. And that's at the normal scheduled date. So Google say they are making this change, obviously, to monitor the release before it rolls out to all users so they can address any issues and bugs while the impact is small, as I have mentioned previously. Now, currently, if we head to our menu help about the latest stable version is 114. And when version 115 does roll out, the official build will be bumped up to version 115.0.5790.90. And although there are no release notes for the early stable versions, just a quick video to kind of show you more or less what to expect. This obviously is not a comprehensive list, and this could change before next week when the official release rolls out. But just to go through one or two new improvements and features, if you would be interested in what we could be getting next week. Now, first of all, there is a new reading mode, and I'm going to show you these changes in Google Chrome Canary version 117, because most of these changes have already rolled out in this early preview, which will give you a general idea more or less what to expect. Now, the reading mode is a sidebar feature that's found in the sidebar. So it's part of your bookmarks and your reading list, and you can now select reading mode. That lets you read the text on the current web page while removing all the ads, images, and other kind of content, just to simplify the reading process, just to kind of get rid of all the clutter so you can focus on the text only. So just to demonstrate, I'm going to head to the article of the day for Wikipedia as an example, and there you go. It just declutters everything and puts it into a nice little text context. It gets rid of all the excess and all the clutter. And there are a couple of things you can do here. You can decrease the font size. You can increase the font size. You can change the background color. I like the blue color. I think it has a nice appealing effect on the eyes during daytime. Obviously, at night, if you want to change the color, you can make it a bit of a yellow. You can increase the different spacing for loose when it comes to the line height, and very loose, just to give you some ideas. And yeah, you can also adjust the letter spacing. So there we go, wide, very wide, and so on. And if you don't see this when it does roll out to the stable version next week in version 115, you can actually enable this feature using a reading mode flag. So all you would have to do is head to your experimental flags page by entering chrome://flags into the Omnibox, and you just type in reading mode, and then you can enable this feature. And I have actually posted on that before, so just do a search if you would like to enable reading mode, or you don't see it next week as an official feature. Now, moving on, the next thing is improved memory saver for the user interface. Now, the memory saver is a feature that Google is working on. And if we just head over to that quickly, it's part of the settings. And if we head to performance, when on, Chrome frees up memory from inactive tabs, as many of you may know. And Google has been working on this to save system memory, because obviously in the past there have been users who do complain that the Chrome web browser is quite, does hog a lot of resources and is quite memory hungry, so to speak. So Google has been giving this a lot of work. And one of the little improvements now, although there's no major feature changes, as an example, if I head to my channel and here we have an inactive tab, it's very similar to the inactive tabs, sleeping tabs we get in Edge. Here you can see there's a bit of an adjustment coming to the actual memory saver dialog and menu that pops out. So what's going to happen here is, as an example, as you can see, Google are improving the details that you can access after a hibernated tab is activated again, as in the case in this example. And here we can see an actual diagram that better visualizes just how much memory you have saved while the tab in question wasn't active. So basically, although there's no massive improvements, it's just a bit of a UI adjustment just to give you an idea using this dialog as to the memory that was saved when that tab went to sleep. And then the last so-called new improvement and change that we can expect to see, I'm just going to mention this quickly. It's automatic conversion of HTTP to HTTPS. So in Chrome 115 and above, the browser will now automatically convert HTTP communication, which are more older websites and less secure websites, to HTTPS, which is more secure where possible. And obviously this will make your browsing and surfing online a lot more secure than before. And these are basically the improvements that we currently are aware of, that are still in preview at this stage and have rolled out now in early stable for Chrome 115. That will be rolling out, as mentioned. If we just head back to the calendar, should start rolling out next week around about the 19th to the general public. And as mentioned, these features I showed you today in Chrome Canary, and obviously most of those and some of those could be available next week with the official release of Chrome 115. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.